Hello, Cryptonauts, and welcome back to another episode of Cryptocurrency Chat. I am your host, Blockchain John, with my co-host Jake Jabrelli and Cryptonaut Mike. There has been so much news in the past few days, but before we get started, let me have Jake give us the top 10 daily stats. All right, Jake, go ahead.
Alrighty, so everything is up. The market is all up. Bitcoin is still in the number one position at $48,033.96 with a 7-day gain of 12%, double digits, and a market cap of $904.6 billion. Ethereum, of course, as always, in position 2 at 3402.38, and also double digits gains in the last 7 days. As you can probably see if you're watching this on YouTube, 15.5%. The market cap of $400.1 billion. Cardano in third place, $2.25. A slight loss, about 2.8% of the last 7 days, and a market cap of $71.9 billion. Tether, stablecoin, price doesn't change, although you may notice that it seems to be less than $1 at the moment. That's because trading is heavy right now. 0.03 loss, and a market cap of $68.1 billion. But right behind it is Binance Coin, unsurprisingly. At fourth place, the price of $429.13.
Wow.
And a gargantuan 22.1% 7-day gain. And like I said, right behind it, market cap at Tether is 68.1, but Binance is 66.1. So only $2 billion gap, which might sound like a lot to us normal people, but talking about coins, it's a lot more. And Solana having overtaken XRP for the sixth position with a 24.1% gain over the last 7 days and a price of $169.80 and a market cap of $50.8 billion, which is not that much higher than XRP, but it did overtake it, and this is not surprising. You'll see in the news, if you haven't been listening already, Solana is leaps and bounds. In seventh place, XRP now beaten out by Solana at $1.05, $1.05. 7-day gain of 11.9, so it's going up 2, but Solana's more, that's why it's ahead, and a market cap of $49.2 billion. Polkadot's in position 8, 31.87, and a gain of 6.1%, and a market cap of $33 billion. And then we got USD Coin fighting with Doge. Although USD Coin is still doing well, it is obviously a stable coin, so the price doesn't change much, but it is slightly less than $1 because of heavy trading. 0.08%. That is pretty big for a stable coin. And a market cap of $32 billion even. Now, that's really close. You can see Polkadot was 33 even, USD Coin is 32 even, and then Doge falling yet again, although its price is up about 5%, currently 22 cents, and a market cap of $28.8 billion. So it's not that far behind. But I want to mention, I know this is not part of the top 12, top 10, but the top 12 here, including Terra and Avalanche, who are still fighting to gain dominance. Terra is currently $42.53, 11.7% gain, and a $16.9 billion. It's definitely going up. But the reason I'm mentioning this is because Terra and Avalanche are tied to Solana, so they're going to be going up just like Solana is. And Avalanche is currently right there, just barely less than Terra at 68.36. It has a slight loss, but that's just temporary. Anyways, I'm not trying to make this about the top 12, but those two are important because we will see much more of them in the near future.
Yeah, you think they're going to be in the top 10? Sorry.
I think they will. I think they're going to kick Dogecoin out, if not USD Coin, in not the near future, but soon enough. Anyway, so we've got $2.21 trillion is the current market cap for all coins included, and we're getting close to 10,000 coins. It's quite a few since we started doing this. I think we were like maybe 4,000, 4,800 coins when Cryptocurrency Chat started. Now we're almost double that.
Yeah.
But remember to get your candies from CoinGecko every single day. You can set an alarm within CoinGecko. If you have the app, it'll remind you to get your candies.
That's a new feature that they just did. That's a new feature. It makes it so much more convenient. I love it.
So it'll remind you to pick them up. If you're on the West Coast like we are, it'll probably remind you around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
You can modify that.
The turnover is.
Yeah, you can modify it.
Right, you can, but that's the turnover time.
Yeah.
So if you pick it up about that time, because it's based off of UTC, Universal Time, and on the West Coast, we're about 7 hours or 8 hours negative from UTC. So it'll just remind you basically at midnight UTC to collect your candies before it flips to the next day. So
All right.
get your candies and make sure you get some rewards, maybe an NFT or a subscription. And in any case, let me get to this other bit over here. Find it. Where'd I put it? Too many tabs open. Remember, if you appreciate our content, please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Check us out on Discord, Reddit. If you want to support our platform, and we appreciate it if you will, please donate in either Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, or Basic Attention Token, otherwise known as BAT. All the links are in the description below. On to the news.
All right. Well, let's get over to the news here. First news written by Jason Nelson. Context app makes NFT trading feel like Instagram. This is written by Jason Nelson. Have you ever wondered which NFTs Twitter influencers, TikTok traders, and DAO members are actually trading? A new Web 3.0 app called Context has made tracking that data a lot easier. Launched in beta on Friday, Context feels like Instagram or Pinterest for non-fungible tokens. It lets you search for NFT collections, artists, and DAOs like friends with benefits. Our vision is to create a community-powered contextual layer for Web3, wrote Context co-founder Adam Ludwin. Unlike other NFT wallets, trawlers like Nansen, Context is free. Once you've connected a MetaMask wallet and selected a username, you can search the platform's database, follow your favorite artist, and share and bid collections. Context streams of NFTs is also very pretty, especially once you found a collector with good taste. The app indexes Ethereum NFTs and includes market data, like reverse prices and bids from marketplaces such as OpenSea, Rarible, and Larva Labs, CryptoPunks. Context was created by former Stripe software engineer Luke Miles and Chain and Pogo Financial co-founder Adam Ludwin. Ludwin was the president of a short video app called Byte, which Discord acquired earlier this year. Oh, that was it? Oh, that was a short one. Okay.
Yep.
All right, then. Cool. All right, with that said, let's go on to the next one. Mike?
Yep, so this article is by Robert Stevens, and it's about Comp that is now out $160 million due to a bug. A week ago, the Compound founder, Robert Lesher, called a bug in his lending protocol smart contract a moral dilemma. Perhaps for some, but for others today, the smart contract became a vending machine full of free cash. And I'm pretty sure the problem is still ongoing. Today, someone exploited the bug in Compound's controller contract, which is part of the protocol that distributes yield farming rewards to users. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure one of the core devs for Compound kind of threatened the people who got this payout or exploited this bug, and so he's going to report him to the IRS if they don't return the money, or 90% of the money, which is just crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Have you guys ever heard of anything like that?
Nope. Nope.
Maybe exploiting a bug, yeah, I've heard of plenty of it.
Well,
I think it's appropriate that the developer do that. That they, it's like, hey, it's a bug. Obviously, it's not something that's supposed to happen. And if you're doing things in like a video game and you find a bug, they'll ban you for exploiting a bug. So the best thing you could do is make the developers aware of the bug, and hopefully they pay you. I know Google does if you find a bug in their software for finding it. It won't be as much as you could steal, but it would probably be a significant amount because they would recognize that if you had stolen, how much you could have stolen, and they're like, hey, thanks for not taking all our money.
All right.
The smarter thing would have been to report it, not to steal it.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I don't think people even knew it was a kind of bug where when someone exploited it, everyone benefited.
Right.
Not just the malicious actors, but like everyone got an extra airdrop.
Right.
I didn't get anything. All right, Jake, go ahead with the next one.
So again, from Robert Stevens, Binance lets customers move stock tokens before service shuts down. Oh no. Crypto exchange Binance is allowing European customers to migrate their tokenized stocks to another company. Binance suddenly shut down its tokenized stock service in July after several regulators said the tokens likely constituted illegal securities offerings. Customers in the European Economic Area and Switzerland can now migrate tokenized stock from Binance to CM Equity AG, the German investment firm that Binance had partnered with to list the tokenized stocks. Customers from other nations, such as the United Kingdom, cannot migrate tokens to CM Equity AG. They can sell them on Binance up until October 14th. If customers do not sell the tokens or move them to AG's platform, Binance will sell the tokens on October 15th. Tokenized stocks are cryptocurrency derivatives that track the value of securities. In Binance's case, CM Equity operated as the broker and sold tokenized fractionalized of stocks it owned to Binance customers. Unlike regular stocks, Binance tokenized stocks did not pay dividends to customers who had no shareholder voting rights. Binance launched tokenized stock on April 12th, 2 days before crypto exchange Coinbase was listed on the NASDAQ. Binance listed Coinbase stock on the day of the listing and also sold tokenized equity in companies such as Tesla, Apple, and Microsoft. In mid-July, Binance ceased tokenized stock trading without warning. Customers couldn't buy new stocks, and Binance said it wouldn't support the tokens after October 14th. CM Equity still operates similar services like FTX and Bittrex. Binance said it halted the offering to focus on other product offerings, but a few hours earlier, Hong Kong Securities Future Commission warned customers that Binance is not licensed or registered to offer tokenized stocks, which it's said are likely to be securities under Hong Kong law. The day before, Italy's finance regulator referenced stock tokens in a notice that said Binance can't operate in the country. In April, Germany's financial regulator had said that they had reasonable grounds to believe that the stock token violated securities laws, and the UK's financial regulator is investigating the matter.
I can see it. I can see that being true.
Too. Yeah. But yeah, as things progress, obviously Binance being the biggest fish in the pond? Fish on the block? No. Is making waves with everyone here and making everything people are noticing the centralized exchange, and I'm glad that Binance does have Binance.org so that you can trade things in a DEX, but they're really I don't know if they're pissing people off so much as they're just doing things that are upsetting the traditional finance market, and I can see why they might have done this. Like, oh, this could get really messy really fast. So I'm kind of glad they stopped and are letting people move.
Yeah. All right, next news. Here we go. Written by Robert Stevens. Once again, Robert Stevens doing a good job this weekend. Qcoin, latest crypto exchange to boot Chinese mainlanders. All right, continuing on with Chinese ban. Qcoin is the latest cryptocurrency exchange to shut down accounts of mainland Chinese residents after the People's Bank of China issued another blanket ban on crypto trading last Friday. According to an announcement today, the Seychelles-based exchange first cleared and refunded users in mainland China in September 2017, following China's first ban on crypto exchanges. Qcoin said it had finished removing Chinese users by early October 2017. Last Friday, just after the People's Bank of China said that cryptocurrency speculation breeds illegal activities that, quote, seriously endanger the safety of the people's property, and banned all crypto trading. Qcoin immediately conducted a technical self-inspection to ensure that the company's business process complied with the regulatory requirements of mainland China. Lo and behold, Qcoin found some Chinese stragglers on its platforms. It strongly recommends relevant users move their assets off the platform by December 31st, and it will continue to remind them to do so up until this date. Qcoin said it has 8 million users. They traded $1.7 billion worth of crypto in the past 24 hours, according to data from CoinMarketCap. Qcoin is the latest Chinese crypto service to boot users from its platforms. Last Sunday, Huobi announced that Chinese mainlanders couldn't sign up for new accounts, and existing Chinese customers would lose access to their accounts by December 31st. Earlier this week, Gate.io stopped accepting new mainland Chinese customers. Several top mining pools, including Ethereum, Mining Pool, Spark Pool, and Chinese-based B Pool, shut down following China's announcement citing the new regulation. Alibaba said it would stop selling crypto mining equipment, and coin aggregator site CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap have been blocked by China's firewall. What? Not CoinGecko. The Chinese can't collect their candies now.
It's
Exactly.
insane.
That is, huh? That's. I comments. Come on, comments and concerns. This is a pretty big one.
So I always thought Hotbit was based out of China. Are they not?
It's they're where is it? It's not Hong Kong. I thought they were Hong Kong too, but I think they're South Korea
China now,
actually.
right?
No, it is. It's Taiwan. They're in Taiwan.
Okay.
And now China does think
Soon
of
to be
Taiwan
China.
as belonging to it, but Taiwan
Okay.
does not feel the same way. So
Currently.
yeah.
Yeah. This is. I don't know. What's your guys' prediction on this Chinese ban?
It is great for the rest of the world.
Really? Why do you
Yep.
think that? In regards
Well,
to
for
what?
a
In
few
regards
years-
to
For
market
a
cap?
few years, the downside of crypto has always been China dominates the market.
Yes.
You know, you could plug in and play, but the biggest dog there is China. So now there's like room for competition. Seeing a lot of American businesses explode, mining companies. You know, the whole Bitmain shutting their doors. That was a big one for me. That got me really excited because now maybe there's going to be an American Bitmain, American version of that.
Yeah, we'll see. Bitmain was really doing a lot of. I mean, all my ASIC miners were Bitmain. So.
Well, Bitmain has been going through its own internal issues with the CEO. I don't know what in the past couple of years. There's been a lot of internal litigation at the top of the company itself, where I forgot the guy's name, but it was like the financial director of Bitmain, and then the guy that had the contract to create the hardware for these miners. And among those two, there was one of them that said that they had more shares in the company than the other, but then one of them got banned and the other took over, and there was a lot of internal issues. But even though the other guy, the financial guy, took over, the guy that was making the hardware says, well, if you're leading and I'm not, then I'm not gonna just give up my contract with hardware providers to create these miners. So there was a stagnation there in creating hardware for a while, and that's what gave the opportunity for a lot of other mining companies to produce higher quality mining equipment. But
Silicon was one of those companies, and they've obviously been doing fairly well.
Yeah. But since then, it hasn't really recovered. It's just Bitmain's just they're still dominating, but it's not like it was before, where there was nothing that anyone can do. They were just number one the whole way through. But as time goes on, it seems like it's not getting any better. They're just going to continue to have their own internal litigation, especially now with this Chinese ban. It wouldn't surprise me if they have to liquidate and rebrand in another nation.
Vietnam, is where they're all going. That's what happened when China started shutting or kicking people out of the country. People who went there to live and to work in Tianjin was they all went, or not all, but a lot of companies are like, well, if China's going to be like this, we're just going to go to another country and set up shop there. And then Vietnam was the primary choice.
Well, why not in like Thailand? Thailand's pretty advanced.
It's not about advance. It's about where you can exploit the workers.
I didn't think about that. That's interesting.
I know it sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why did we all go to China in the first place?
Yeah.
Remember, younger people, but I mean, back in the 80s, everybody's, it was the one thing that all the best stuff's made in Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I realized it was cheaper to do it in China, so in the 90s, everything started moving to China because it was cheaper there. And then over time, China got built up, and people in China actually started making pretty decent money. And China is a pretty wealthy country now that a lot of people were investing in. Now because all that labor went to China for a very, very long time, they made a lot of money. Well, their people are demanding more services, and now living better in general. And that's not true everywhere in China. It's not even true everywhere in the United States. But Vietnam is still a poor country, and so where do you exploit the workers? The poor countries.
Interesting. That's true though.
Eventually, we will exploit enough of the workers for the next 30 or 40 years that Vietnam will be a wealthy country.
All right. I feel like this is just a plug. Mike, what do you think? The next news article.
Altcoins.
Yeah. So much so that it's not even written by a person. It's written by Decrypt staff.
All right, then we'll skip that one. Then let's go to. I like Gary Vaynerchuk. I want to hear what's going on there. If you don't mind reading that one.
Sure. Gary V hand-drawn V-Friends doodles sell for $1.26 million, and these are like really bad drawings. Like really great if it's like cartoon time, like you're in the first grade and you want to draw a fun elephant, yeah. But 1.262 million, it's things like this where it's like, oh, there's definitely like,
bro, really like
kind of money movement going.
Yeah, how long do you think?
You know what I mean?
How long do you think it took him to draw that out? A couple seconds, right?
Dude, 30 top. 30 seconds if he's talking about the elephant while he's drawing it.
Jeez. $1.26 million for 30 seconds. Jeez Louise. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So Gary V's digital scans of V-Friends hands-drawn doodles have generated more than $90 million in sales to date. But yesterday, the workaholic investor, serial entrepreneur, and yard sale collector proved that paper drawings are still valuable in the digital age. He just sold 5 of them for $1.26 million, outselling Andy Warhol and Jackson Pollock at an auction in New York.
At Christie's auction. That's very important. Christie's auction. That's a very prestigious auction house.
They include a hen, a fly, and a tiger, and obviously an elephant. Wow. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, he did say this, man. I was watching one of his interviews like 2 weeks ago, and he was saying, "Hey, man, he has something in the bag that is going to surprise everybody." But he's considering going to Christie's auction house and bringing some NFTs. But he didn't tell anybody what it was. Now that we see what it is, Gary, I wish you could slap yourself. But congratulations. This is just stupid money. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. This is the stuff in NFT world that just blows my mind. Like, what? I don't get it. Let's have an infant just doodle on a piece of paper and then sell that for auction. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody does that. Have a celebrity infant just doodle on paper and then mint it on NFT and see how much it sells for. Like if one of the Kardashians does that, right? One of the Kardashian kids.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the prediction, man. This is crazy.
I mean, it's accessible. If you think about it, people, I hate to put it this way, worship celebrities. And if you can get maybe not a $1.25 million, piece of paper, but if you can get something from a celebrity, some people are willing to pay for it. I mean, it's sad, but what's Jake, what's his name? The YouTube boxer guy.
Forgot his name.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah.
So Jake Paul put out a small set of NFTs on in the early days of when NFTs, that first big rush where everybody's like, oh, NFTs, buy. Well, he put out a series. I don't remember how many of them there were, but whatever his series was, he made $5 million in a day. Jake Paul. Does he need the money? Probably not. But at the same time, it's not really a question of need when it comes to money. When people are, Gary V or other people like him, the multi-billionaires or just, CEOs of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about need. It's never about need. It's about what can you get. And so in Jake Paul's case, he got plenty. He got $5 million off his NFT sale. He's a famous person. People wanted to own a piece of this thing. And of course, the nice thing, as we probably well realized by now, is that even though these NFTs may be ridiculously overpriced, they can still be resold for more. It really depends on the market.
Maybe.
Right. They could be. It depends on the market, right? If the market doesn't support it, well, it'll go less. You paid that much money for that thing, fine. But it's a new thing that people are really getting into, and it's unlike it was with previous auctions in the past, as there were. I mean, even though these auction companies like Christie's have been online for a while, it wasn't really available to everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you got money, which of course most people don't have millions of dollars just sitting around. But how do you buy, not necessarily priceless art, but pieces of art? How does a person just go to Sotheby's and buy a piece of art? You got to be in the in crowd, right? This opens up the in crowd to the world, and I think that's the reason we're seeing these ridiculous prices go for these things, because it's like, oh well, I can participate now, whoever I am,
That's a great transition into buy my book. It is on justnfts.io. That is a Ravencoin NFT, so you got to have a Ravencoin asset aware wallet address. You can have my book. It is digitally formatted to read directly from the NFT. That is awesome. So you get to have my book for literally $1, or it fluctuates between like $1, like 90 cents to $1.10, roughly around there. But that means that you can sell it for even more. So there it is. Check it out for $1.
Make money on his book.
Yep.
Anyways, we're getting close to the end of the podcast here, because we got another show coming up.
Yep.
And we invite everybody who's listening to this show to go to that show, which is Crypto Chill and Chat. So please come and join us. There's a vetting process. If you're new to the show, you may have to go through that process first, but we'd love to have you if you'd like to come and join us. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, remember, if you appreciate our content, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on Discord, per our Chill and Chat, which is where we're hosting it, on Reddit, and if you support our platform, please donate. Links in the description below.
All right, then. With that said, Cryptonauts, until next time, stack SATS and HODL. Adios.